You know what's strange? The calmest person in a crisis is almost never the one who feels nothing. They feel everything. They've just learned not to let the room see it. While everyone else is reacting, they've gone quiet and still. And people mistake that stillness for not caring. It isn't. It's control. And control, in a world that rewards the loudest panic, often goes completely unseen. Here's the paradox. The same calm that makes someone look detached or cold under pressure is the exact thing keeping everyone around them from falling apart. Staying calm looks like doing nothing. It's actually doing the hardest thing in the room. If people have ever told you you're too calm, like something must be wrong with you for not panicking, this is for you. These aren't signs you're numb. They're signs you're stronger than the moment. You get quiet, not loud, when things go wrong. Most people get louder under stress. More words, more motion, more noise. You go the other way. You narrow. This isn't shutting down. It's a mind clearing the desk so it can actually think while everyone else is throwing papers in the air. You can feel the panic and not obey it. Your heart races like anyone's. The difference is there's a gap between what you feel and what you do, and you live in that gap. Most people feel fear and act on it instantly. You feel it, note it, and decide separately. That gap is the whole skill. People look at you when something breaks. They don't always know why, but when the plan collapses, heads turn toward the calm one, and that's usually you. You didn't ask for it. You just don't add to the fire. And in a crisis, the person who isn't burning becomes the person everyone steers by. You solve the problem before you process the feelings. You handle it now and fall apart later, in private, on your own time. To others, this can look almost unsettlingly composed. It's not that the feelings don't come, it's that you've learned they can wait, and the problem can't. Consider this for a moment. Everything so far, the quiet, the gap between feeling and action, the way people orient to you, the composure, none of it is the absence of emotion. It's emotion under management. You're not calm because you feel less. You're calm because you've gotten very good at carrying more. But here's where it turns, because there's a cost to being the steady one, and the next signs aren't gifts. They're what staying calm does to a person when they're the one everyone else leans on, and no one thinks to ask who the calm one leans on. People assume you don't need support. Because you handle everything, the world quietly decides you must not need help and stops offering. You've become so reliable in a crisis that your own hard days go invisible. The strength became a reason for people to stop checking on you. You're uncomfortable when someone else takes charge badly. You can sit with chaos, but watching someone panic lead, make the loud, fast, wrong call, is its own kind of agony. Because you can see the calmer path and you're not always in a position to take it. Your calm gave you a clear view, and a clear view of a bad decision is hard to watch. You sometimes wonder if you're cold. Here's the hard one. After enough crises handled with a flat face, you can start to question yourself. Am I strong, or am I just shut off? But there's a tell. Cold people don't ask that question. The fact that it worries you is the proof that the feeling was there the whole time, running underneath the calm. There's a mechanism behind this. Researchers studying stress responses describe how the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that plans and reasons, can either get hijacked by the brain's alarm center or stay online and override it. People who stay calm under pressure aren't missing the alarm. Their thinking brain is simply winning the argument with their panic brain in real time, faster than most. That's not the absence of fear. That's trained command over it. So here's the one small thing. If that part about not needing support landed a little too hard, being the calm one doesn't mean being the alone one. The move isn't to panic more so people notice. It's to let one trusted person see the later, the part where you process in private. You don't have to do it in the middle of the crisis. You just have to do it with someone, sometimes, instead of always alone. Strength that no one is allowed to witness slowly turns into isolation. Because here's what's worth sitting with. The world notices the people who react. It rarely notices the people who absorb. But absorb is the harder job, and the quieter one, and the one everything actually depends on. The question was never whether you should feel less. The question is whether you'll let yourself be human in private as skillfully as you stay calm in public. Anyone can be calm when nothing is at stake. You learned it where it counted, and that's not coldness. That's command.